Today, you're going to get back your robot. You'll also need to grab a dark gray sheet of paper off the front table. You probably don't have to grab this right away if you don't want. You can go and grab it later. The very first thing we're going to do is, last time we painted, you may have painted so thick that you can't see all of your lines that you drew. If that's the case, you're going to take your pencil and you're going to redraw those lines. I don't need to outline my robot because obviously I can see where that's at, but these smaller details that I drew needs to get retraced. That way I know where to use my oil pastels in a bit. If you're not sure where some of those lines are, check that worksheet. That way you can remember where all of those lines were. Alright, so I've retraced all of the details of my robot. That way I know where everything was. Now I'm going to cut that robot out. You need to be extra careful cutting them out, especially around those fingers. We don't want to cut off any robot fingers. Take your time. Really follow along. You can bubble cut around your robot first if you'd like. Sometimes that's easier if you bubble cut. And then you can go in and cut a little bit closer after that. I'm fine with that if you want to do that. Alright, so he's pretty close to being cut out. I got most of it cut out except right between his arms. So if you have something like this going on, I suggest putting your robot down on the table, putting one part of your scissors down on the paper and pulling your paper towards you. And that'll help stick your scissors through and you can snip it out. If you still are struggling to do that, let me know and I can help you with that. Alright, so I've got my robot all cut out now. Now I'm going to flip him over. Oh, actually before I do that, I'm going to put my name on my big gray sheet of paper before I glue him down. Mr. Calvert, and you are my 2 and whatever class you're in. Flip that over and now you're going to glue that robot down. Remember, we're just using dots of glue this year. I'm going to put dots of glue all the way around him. When I'm gluing, my glue bottle just hops right along the edge. It's actually touching my paper. I'm not letting the glue drip onto it. And after I've outlined him, I might put a few just on the inside of his body, inside of his head. Alright. Flip him over and glue him down, or her. When you get that far, you are done for the day. We will be finishing these up next time. Alright, so today, what you're going to have to do is redraw the details of your robot because you probably painted over them. Then you're going to cut them out and glue them on. This goes as low as it can go in the drying rack.